Okay, so I am so intrigued. What did you do about the card?
Oh, the card that I got
Yeah,
everybody to sign.
yeah, Publix at Sam's Club.
So I got the card at Publix,
Mhm.
and I actually got all three cards at Publix. And before I left, it was still in the morning because it was right after I dropped Daenerys off from school. So I went straight to Publix. I got your cards, and I got all the birthday decorations at that time. And the first place I went to after I got everything, well, after I got the card purchase, I went straight to the bakery. I saw Miss Magali and I saw Miss Vanessa at the bakery. So I said, well, first they saw me, they waved to me, and I was like, hey, I was wondering if you would mind signing Daenerys, not Daenerys, my wife's birthday card. And they're like, yes, yes, of course. So
Magali said?
Yeah, so Miss Magali, she signed first, and then Vanessa signed after that. And then while I was waiting, I was standing over by the far end of the cakes, like closer to like the ice cream cakes. And that was when Brenda saw me, and she was
Oh.
like, she's like, can I help you? I was like, oh, I'm just getting Miss Magali and Miss Vanessa to sign Rosalind's birthday card. And I was like, do you know Rosalind? She's like, yes, I know Miss Rosalind. I was like, would you mind signing her card after whatever? And she's like, yes, yes, of course. So she signed the card, and then after that, I went walking around towards the meat department, and I didn't see anybody there. Like I was gonna at least try to see if I could find like at least like Michael or anybody, whatever. But I didn't see anybody there, so I just started walking towards the front, and I walked towards the customer service, and I saw Carol sitting down, and I had already spoken to Carol the day before because I was talking to her about how last year I got my sister to help me make the cake for you, which was like your favorite cake and stuff. And I showed her all the setup that I did, and she's like, "Wow, that's really awesome." And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot because now I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, it's like I think I did too much last year." And she was like, "Well," she's like, "Well, I hope what you do is better this year than you did last year, or whatever." And I was like, "Just write that on the card." She's like, "Oh, I will. Don't worry." So she wrote that down, and then I left that office, and then I started walking out, but then I saw Scott and the newer manager over by the deli area. They were both kind of standing in front. So then I walked over to him, and I saw Scott, and I was like, "Scott, like just the man I needed to see." And he was like, "Uh-oh." He like started to act like he was about to run off, and he's like, "What's up?" I was wondering if you wouldn't mind signing my wife's birthday card. And he's like, "Is she coming back?" And I was like, "No, unfortunately not." He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "I really miss her." I was like, "Well, write that down. I'm sure she would appreciate you saying that, whatever." He's like, I think I will. So he wrote it down, and then after I got his signature, then I was looking for Patrick because I think I saw Patrick when I was in the office with Carol, and he was walking around and stuff. But then I didn't see him, so I ended up leaving, and then I went straight to Sam's after that. And then I drove over and I walked over to the bakery, and first person I saw was Aaliyah behind the counter, and I asked her, I was like, "Hey, would you mind signing Rosalind's birthday card?" And then she was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And
I did not know that you know Aliyah, and
Yeah.
she knows you.
yeah, because she knew because I was working in the meat department.
And then she works at night shift.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, she used to work with Irene and close with her or whatever. And yeah, so I think Colton was in the back of the bakery, and then I think there was Anna that was like in the middle part of the bakery. She was where like the ticket machine is or something. So she got her to sign it, and then she got Colton to sign it, and then they went in the back of the bakery towards the break room, and
And then you asked Aliyah about Colton.
when I gave the card to Aaliyah in the first place, I was like, "Can you get Colton to sign it too?"
Because
Yeah.
she knows Colton.
Yeah. So then after they all signed it, whatever, then she went to the break room and she gave it to a couple other people in the
Michelle and Tanisha.
Michelle and Tanisha, whatever. And then yeah. So then she came back. She's like, "Yeah, I got a couple other people from the break room that to sign it and stuff. I was like, thank you so much, whatever. So then after that, I came home. I had the cards and stuff like that, and I brought that card to work with me because I knew I had to work later. And so while I was closing seafood, I saw Patrick walk by. He's like, hey, weren't you in shorts here earlier? I was like, yeah, I was getting some birthday stuff for my wife or whatever. And he's like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, I was actually wondering if you could sign her birthday card. So I was looking for you earlier. He's like, yeah, that is pretty good. I'll sign it, whatever. So when I took my lunch, I grabbed the card because I had the card in my car or whatever. And I brought it in, and I think he was sitting in the office with Scott. And I was like, sorry to bother you. I was like, I just need you, if you mind signing the card real quick. And he's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And then, what was it?
It's your 21st birthday.
Yeah, then Patrick was like, yeah.
He doesn't know my age.
Well, that's what he was, that was him being nice, whatever. So, yeah, he did that. And
That's so sweet. I look 21st.
Yeah. Yeah, so then after I got that, I walked back to the meat department with the card, and that's when I saw Eunice, and I was like, Eunice, I was like, would you mind signing my wife's birthday card? She's like, yeah, absolutely, whatever. So then she signed it. And I was trying to think she was the last person I think I got to sign it after that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I really appreciate it. You know what? I really wanted to do that on your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how to do it because all your friends is too far, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's hard for me to do it on your part
Well, I think
because I'm not close to those people that you're working to, or
I'm not close to anybody in the bakery.
yeah, that's why that is new to me because I seriously I did not expect that you will do that. Honestly, I am wondering, or I am what do you call this? Like what is the right term? I really wanted you to do that one of my birthday. And you did it today. Thank you.
No, that's the thing. Like, I want to try to do something different every birthday, and like I knew that I had done something really big for the cake last year, and I was like, I can't do that again. Even though that was really great,
You boom it last year.
I was like, I can't do the same thing that I did last year. And
Yeah,
and
but
almost did
this
it.
is new. I like this.
Oh, I try to do everything.
And
new.
I like this one with Daenerys. And I
Oh.
like the streamer.
And because Daenerys is getting older now, it's she's learning how to write stuff. All you gotta do is just tell her what letters to write, and she can do it. And yeah. So, and actually, the story behind that first poster that she did, when she did her name, she did the S backwards. So then she.
She did not ask for your help. Yeah, this one.
I told her, I was like, because at first she had the S backwards, and I was like, dude, Harris, it's fine. She's like, no. So she scratches it out, and then she writes it right here, and then I was like,
So she drew the cake, or you drew the cake?
So I drew the outline of the cake, but she wanted to do a rainbow cake, so I was like, okay. So then she colored it in.
Well, in fairness, it's within the line.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. After she had colored it all in and stuff, I drew the plate and everything like that, and then I drew the balloons. But then she colored in the balloons on this one, and I colored the balloons on this one, and then I drew the present. But then she wanted to color the bows and the present and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. So she colored that, and then
So she write this,
yes,
the small letter.
yeah.
And in fairness, it's too small because every time she writes, it's really big.
Well, that's why I told her, because she had wrote your name so big here, and when she got to about this point, I was like, you need to write small because you're about to go off the page. And then we kind of had that same issue, I think, with your card here, because if you look at your card, she wrote her name. She got to the end, I was like, you need to write small because you're starting to get 4 more letters to fit in here. But yeah, she's gotten really good as far as writing.
Yeah, because when she always write her name, it's really big.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering, yeah, it fit on the envelope.
Hmm.
And then this one,
Yeah, this one. Well, that's the thing. After she had messed up her name, she's like, I want to do another one. So I was like, okay, let's do another one. I was like, what do you want to say? She's like, Happy Birthday, Mommy. I was like, okay.
oh, it's this one.
Yeah. So this is the
Okay.
one where she was like, the first one was kind of more my concept of like what I wanted and stuff. And like,
Mhm.
I was like, look, it definitely has to say Happy Birthday, Mommy, whatever. We got to have a cake. We have to have presents and balloons, and then you need to say who it's from, and all that stuff. So then she was like, okay. So then I was like, I need you to write Happy Birthday. So I spelled out. I said H-A, you know, I spelled it all out for her, whatever. But she wrote everything. And then when we got here, you know, Mommy and everything. And then I was like, we need to write. And then I think from that point, that's when we did the cake. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna draw the cake, but you're gonna color it in. And she's like, I want a rainbow cake. I was like, okay, if we do a rainbow cake, then you have to. She grabbed all of her colors first. I was like, okay, that's really smart because now you know what colors you need. You know, so she did that. She did the candles, and then she did the top part, whatever. And then I asked her, I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw the balloons. What colors do you want? And she's like, I want this, 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 and this.
Oh,
So
okay.
she did everything as far as the coloring and all that
And
stuff.
then this one.
This one, she was like, I want to do another one. I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, so what do you want it to say? She's like, Happy Birthday, Mommy. I was like, okay, let's do it. So then she was the one that started with the face, and I was like, are you gonna draw all of us? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, is this Mommy? She's like, no, that's me. I was like,
So
okay.
who drew the crown?
I drew the crown. I was like, if this is you, then we need to make sure it looks like you. I was like, so I drew the crown because she was wearing the crown at the time that we had done it. So then I drew this circle, and then you know she drew the smiley face, and then I colored this in, and then I was like, this needs to be Mommy because this is the bigger picture. It's all about Mommy this year, so she needs to be the biggest face on the page. So then you know if we finish this one or whatever, and then she started drawing this one. And I was like, who's this? And she's like, it's Daddy. I was like, okay. And then she was like, wait, because after we had written Happy Birthday, Mommy, and then you got all the faces on there, I was like, okay, this looks good. And she's like, no, wait, we need a cake. So I was like, okay. So I drew the cake really quick, but then she colored it in and, you know, did all that stuff. And then she's like, wait, we need a balloon. I was like, okay. So then she drew a balloon, and then she colored it in, and then she's like, wait, I want a smiley face on the balloon. I was like, okay. So she drew the smiley face, and you know, and then I was like, okay. So I hung this up in her room, because I was like, you know, if you go in.
When did you do this just now?
We did this yesterday. Yesterday when you were out here watching Arrow or whatever, and I took her in there, and we were coloring.
Oh, good thing I did not go to the room.
Even if you did, it wouldn't have mattered because I mean it would have been something that I was either going to hang this in her room so that you would find it later, not tell you about it, just let you find it, or I was going to incorporate it into the whole decoration, which I decided it'd be better to just incorporate in the decoration.
Oh, that's neat. Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too, honey. I hope you had a good birthday.
Yeah, I love it. I love everything because every year it's different. You know, there's something new.
It has to be, because I feel that if I keep doing the same things, then you'll get bored, or you'll expect it. And that was one thing, like, even, like, I wanted you to I didn't want to write Publix and Sam's, I wanted to just do the logo, so you would have to, like, figure out what this
I
is.
first noticed the P and said Publix.
Yeah. And you didn't, I didn't think you were going to put two and two together until you opened the card and saw that it was everybody from Publix and Sam's.
No, I don't have any idea. I said, what is this, Publix?
When I took my lunch, I took one of my lunches while I was at work and I didn't come home. I was working on that envelope. I was working on that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then today I worked on this today after I had done all of this for you and did all the balloons and everything. I think it was right after I think I had picked up a cake, but I couldn't pick up the nearest yet. I went and did your card.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone. I will not mention all your name because I don't want to forget someone. I will mention one by one and I will forget someone. But thank you guys. I really appreciate all your love, your thoughts, thinking about me, and what do you call this? Giving time to write on the card, and then the gifts. I really love it. And to my Han, I love you.
Lots of effort. Lots of effort. So.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
I hope even when we are old, it's not like gift or something or effort. Well, at least appreciation, like a card, we still continue. Like I want this to become a tradition even with Daenerys grow old. We remember one another on a special day by like making a card or something. I really
I
love
think
that.
being able to create a card or just doing something thoughtful, that's always gonna come easy,
Yeah, because in my family back in the Philippines, even we are here, even Kuya is in Canada, his family is in the Canada, if even Ate is in Singapore before, Mama always cook for us.
Mhm.
She makes sure that they will celebrate it even we are too far from
Mhm.
her. So that is Miko family. That is Bagadyong family,
Mhm.
So I really would love to continue that to Campbell,
Yeah,
you
we
know.
will. We will.
I really wanted that because I want us to, to be united even in not physically,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah,
I
of
want to
course.
remember it every year, special things. Not big, just the small. That's a really
I mean, I think family, just being close with family and stuff is what matters, especially on special days, like birthdays and
yeah.
things like that. So yeah,
Kailan.
I'm glad. I'm glad it all came together. I'm glad you're happy and you felt the love this year. You didn't feel
Mm.
you didn't feel like disappointed. I don't feel like you were disappointed. I think we hit our mark. We did good.
Yeah,
So.
thumbs up, and then what do you say? Food.
It's so tough, man, because it's like I gotta top myself now next year, and honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's okay. It's not about
No, it is. It is.
Is it the
For me, it is.
latter?
For me, it is. It's all about topping myself.
Where did you learn all of this?
I mean, from the professional, you know. I mean,
Because
when
are you really like this?
No, I'm not like this. You were the one that kind of brought it out to me because you did the birthday for me when I turned 33, and I was in the Philippines, and you did the balloons with the strings down with the pictures. And on the back of the pictures were just like all types of like birthday wishes, and then you did the 33 post-it notes on the mirror which were like birthday
Good things
Good
about
things,
you.
yeah, good things about me.
Things why I love you.
right, and then you did 33 gifts with
Mhm.
cards, all things that I could use. It was just like so like incredible, and I had a cake. It was like the most incredible effort that anybody had ever done for me. So I knew right then and there that even though we had just become officially boyfriend girlfriend, that I had to marry you because there's nobody that's ever going to put forth that much effort. I've never received any type that level of effort before, and I was like, you know what, like I feel like a person like you only comes around once in a lifetime. So that's why I have to go all out, and hopefully, not leave anything, left over. I want to try to at least. I have to push myself too.
And then when the first time I got here, I don't have money. I don't have anyone, and then still I can make a birthday, something
Yeah.
surprise for you.
Yeah, there was a lot of effort, even though, you didn't even have a car, you didn't know anybody.
Yeah, I know Lindy. That's the
Yeah.
one. She helped me out for your gift.
Yeah. It was just, that's the thing, it's like the effort that you give I want to give it back to you so that, you know, everything is reciprocated. I don't want you to ever feel that, you know, that you're doing more for me and I'm just taking. I want to be able to give more back to you, you know. And you know, I love you so much. You're worth all of the effort.
I love you too. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too. So yeah, this is so memorable. I really love it.
We'll leave the balloons up for a long time because
No, I will leave this for your birthday. Next one.
it was a lot of gosh, took me a long time to blow all that up. So
You did not just pump?
no.
A lot of air.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone again. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
And then it did not record.